Now all I want that keeps showing up again and again. I'll take your truth over pretty lies, your faithful heart over perfect disguise. Because forever isn't built on perfection. It's built on choosing each other every day. I don't need perfect. I need you. Someone who's honest, someone who's true, someone who loves me on my hardest days, who stay when life doesn't go. Don't need perfect. I need you. The woman who believes when I can't break through. Someone who smiles after every storm. Someone whose love always feels like home. I don't need perfect. I just need your heart. Because real love never falls apart. Two people decide to never stop trying. Years from now, we'll both look different.
Yep. Oh man, I'm trying to get these angles right this morning.
Facing black,
How y'all doing?
but every wrinkle will remind us of every road
I see you.
brought us back.
What up, New Detroit? The Lady Barbers in the building.
Watching another sunset.
Yes.
Holding hands like we first met. Thankful that we chose to stay.
Yeah, I said, ooh.
People will ask what kept us going. After all these passing years, we'll simply smile at one another and say, God never promised perfect people. He promised grace enough to grow.
Oh man, it's Thankful Thursday.
Two imperfect hearts together can build the strongest love you'll ever know. Every scar's made of wine. Every tear and more.
Thankful Thursday.
Now every chance only reminds us
What's going on? How you doing over there? Everybody on YouTube right now, appreciate you. Everybody on TikTok, we salute you. Everybody up here on Facebook, good morning. Got one more. We give it this fan base.
Each other. I don't need perfect. I need you. The woman heaven led me to. Your faithful heart, your gentle soul are worth far more than silver. When this whole world is coming on, I'll still be singing our love song because perfect never held
What?
the way your love does. I don't need perfect.
What up, Vince?
I need
What's up, man?
forever. When I
GD.
count the greatest blessings in
I
my
see you.
life, they all begin
What up, Rock?
with you.
Using 574.
With you.
Oh man, it was Daddy Bell. Do the radio.
Yeah, this is B-Lou Radio, live direct, unfiltered. DJ B-Lou on the ones and twos. Turn your speakers up. Stay locked in. Shout out to everybody supporting the station. DJ B-Lou
Right.
broadcasting live 7 days a week. From the city to the world. Yeah, we here. We here. Spin it back for the people. Let it clear, let it clear. Let it. Any independent artist wanna get heard, it's your chance right now. Yeah, spread the word. Log on today, don't wait, don't stop. BeLouRadio.com, go get your spot.
B-Lou
Radio, live and direct, come get checked. B-Lou Radio, we on the air. Turn it way up, we there. B-Lou Radio, live and direct. B-Lou Radio, come get checked. One more time now.
Live and direct. Come get checked. One more time now. What up, Noah? What up, Zulu? Yep. Oh, man. It's Thursday. Oh, man, how y'all doing this morning? God damn it, it's Thankful Thursday. Yeah, man. Woo, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's been amazing, man. Summer, right? Summer's winding down so fast. You know what I mean? Kids are getting ready to go back to school. Oh, man, and life is still life. You feel me? Challenges are still upon us. You know what I'm saying? Because Monday, my son went back to college. Tuesday, I had to go through the transportation stuff. And Wednesday was critical. I'm talking critical because, man, trying to let me see how can I say this right. Yesterday was a very rewarding day. I'm saying rewarding in the sense of a mental. That's why you always got to be ready, man. You feel me? You know, because you never know what challenges you're gonna face. You never know what situations that is gonna attack you. You know what I mean? Whether it's however it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, and today, man, financially, you know what I mean? They don't want you to have it. You get what I'm saying? Because you just be. I'm gonna say it like this, right? You know, we're gonna have a prayer this morning. You know, something told me to pray this morning. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm gonna pray today. You get what I'm saying? I hadn't prayed since I've been on radio. You feel me? You know, but today, man, we're gonna say a prayer, man. You know what I mean? Because I think that it's needed. You know what I mean? And I pray every day. You know, I pray to myself. You know what I'm saying? I pray throughout the course of the day. You know, but we're gonna pray for all the listeners today. We're gonna pray for peace and blessings and understanding. You know what I mean? And to conquer, man, because you know, the world is greedy, man. You know, don't nobody really care about you. You feel me? You know, and then you know you got to preserve. You got to preserve your integrity. You got to preserve your energy. You got to preserve your peace. You know what I mean? And then you still got to see throughout the process of this stuff. Feel me? It's the War When the Coffee Show. It's Michael Butler, man, in the building today. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You know, and but let me tell you something, right? 24 hours in a day. What up, Destiny? 24 hours in a day. I don't know who come up with the 24. I don't know how the time really works. You know, but I know the sun goes up, the sun comes down. And through the midst of the morning and the night, there's a lot that can be done. There's a lot that's happening. You know what I mean? And there's a lot that continue to happen, whether you're here or whether you're not. Because the world is not finished doing what it's doing yet. You know what I mean? But it's promising some promising things. And so, what do I mean by that? Meaning that it's the landscape. You know what I mean? You are your landscape. Your thoughts and your ideas is the roadmap to whatever you want to be, whoever you want to be, and whoever you want to become. You feel me? From the time of a little child till right now, if you're grown, if you're still growing, if you're still learning like I am, you know what I mean? Every day is a landscape, man, and we have opportunities that we can help each other with, you know, but sometimes it get vague, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you have to give that distance, you know what I'm saying, in that space in between avenues to let things develop. You get what I'm saying? You know, because I look at a lot of things, man, and I study a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, you know, to myself, you know, and I try to share my thoughts and understanding, you know, throughout the course of the day, especially throughout this, what I do right here in the mornings. You get what I'm saying? It's the War When the Coffee Show, Michael. You know what I mean? But we're going to pray this morning. You know, God, thank you. We want to thank you for another day, Lord. And we know that we're going to face challenges throughout this situation in life. You know what I mean? But we want your guidance, your protection, you know what I mean, and your thoughts and your understanding on the things and how we can proceed to make these things a lot better for us and our children. You know what I mean? Because I think that, you know, with us not coming from, I'm speaking of myself now, I can't speak about everybody else, not coming from a place where you just had the resources, the money, you know what I mean, to help you obtain things and hold on to them, no matter how you mismanage some things. You get what I'm saying? But as we start to get older and we start to understand how profit works and how the system is designed and how you can become not not compromised for the system. You get what I'm saying? So in other words, you know what I mean? It's not a mistake. It's called learning. You know what I mean? Because math is math. It's like I woke up this morning at 4, right? So I was listening to a story about a gentleman back in the early 50s, right? And what he stood for, went into the military, came out of the military, and I reposted the story. You know what I mean? And so I had to catch it real quick. But this brother was individual who I never heard about. You know what I'm saying? So then his story was so rewarding because he he started fighting for us. You know what I'm saying? Black people. You know what I mean? He put together. He was a part of the NAACP, but they kicked him out because he made a statement about him wanted to do what they done. You know what I'm saying? So for that, but then he went to Cuba and started a coalition over there and had a radio station and made sure that it broadcast back into the United States. He came back to the United States nine years later, you know what I mean, to do some great things. You get what I'm saying? I forgot his name, you know what I mean? But I reposted the story, but I'm going to come up with it. But anyhow, I said to say that a lot of times, man, when we on this journey, man, the things that happens, you know what I mean, and we try to get a coalition of people who we all on the same page to help us build our wealth and help us stand in the gap for each other, for people who are doing us wrong. However, you have to face these battles, man. We got to do this shit together because if we don't, you know what I mean, it's going to keep happening over and over again. And sometimes this shit just wear you out. Get what I'm saying? What's up, Harper? But anyhow, man, how y'all doing today, man? Thank y'all for hanging out with me this morning, man. Appreciate that. It's the War with the Carpet Show. Michael Butler in the building. Everybody right now on TikTok, YouTube, wherever you at. Up here on Facebook. You know what I mean? So, man, like I say, man, we're in August. A lot of colleges are back in school now. My son went back to school Monday. So I seen the light that came back into into his makeup because when you're trying to do something, man, and something that you really have a passion for, a lot of times, man, it's gonna be a lot of doors that shut. Bloom. You feel me? People not gonna, you know what I mean? Reward you the way that you think that you should be rewarded, but don't let that stop you. Get what I'm saying? Because it's called a journey. You know what I mean? Life is a journey, man. You know what I mean? If I could sit back here and tell you that this shit over here is red carpet, it's not. You know what I mean? But every day I get up, I fight for the opportunity, you know what I mean, to be here, and I fight for the opportunity of my freedom, and I fight for the opportunity of creating something that motherfucker who you think can't, people think that you can't do this shit. You know what I'm saying? They think that that you're supposed to have that you see on television, that you see on social media in order to be successful. But that's a lie. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people on social media, they sit back at the Lamborghinis and all this old bullshit, talking about they can help you fix your credit and all this shit, but they're gonna charge you X amount of dollars. You get what I'm saying? That's the trick of this shit. Everybody who wants to help you is gonna charge you. You feel me? And they always supposed to have it, right? You get what I'm saying? So to me, that's fighting backwards because if you don't know, this is what I'm just thinking, right? I'm supposed to assist you because first of all, if you assist me and I assist you, the makeup's come back as this shit start to grow because you can remember that. You get what I'm saying? That's how we build. That's just how I think. That's how we build our network worth and our network because now we got a network of people who we are working together to commonly help people look just like you and I. You feel me? Just think of all the million and billionaires that's in the world. You feel me? All the money they can't spend, all the money they got investments. You know what I'm saying? I was just listening the other day about the SP 500, right? The SP 500 lady broke it down to us. Said, "Thank you." You know what I'm saying? It's 500 corporation that makes a lot of money. So when you invest in that, you got to be on the top tier level in order to invest in the SP 500 in order to sustain the money that you get. Get what I'm saying? So these are the companies that has certain level in order for you to get there. See what I'm saying? So everything has a level to it, and in order to get there, you got to kind of like think about it. You know what I mean? Then you got to kind of like pursue it. But in the grand scheme of things, it's gonna be some situation where you're gonna be taught. And somebody might not even be teaching you. You can be teaching yourself because the situation and the mistakes or the lesson that you had to learn to understand these things on life. All right, this Believe Radio Men's World Coffee Show this lovely Thursday morning. It's Thankful Thursday today, man. And I feel amazing. You know what I mean? Went to the gym again last night. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna take the night out because I got cut some grass. You get what I'm saying? So how y'all doing today, man? Let me know how y'all doing, man. You can call it 443-736-7041. Or you can check this out, right? I was talking to my web designer yesterday. And everybody who's listening right now, I don't care how you listen, what you listen on, go to my website, BDRadio.com, right? Give me a review over there. And for the review, what they say, I wrote this shit down. In order for you to get a review, I give you a commercial or something. You feel me? Or whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go pick it up in a minute. I'm taking me a quick break in just a second. That will give you great information because we got to get this thing going. You need some reviews. You know what I mean? For the station that way, because I'm building something over here. You know, I know it takes time. You know, but each day I thank God for the time that He allowed me to be here and the time that He allowed me to do some things that I really enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow night, y'all. Well, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow, if it don't rain, from 3 to 7, I would be at Savoria from 3 to 7 outside on the deck. It's supposed to be hot too. You know what I mean? But they got to give it more for better than the heat. But anyhow, they have a DJ there. You know, so I'm still moving and grooving in spaces that we're supposed to be in anyway. But anyhow, from 3 to 7 tomorrow, I'm gonna be outside on the deck over there by the amphitheater, by the hotel. In the hotel on the deck, they got a beautiful deck outside. You know, so I know that it's from 3 to 7. So if y'all doing anything, come on out, get some drinks or whatever. You know what I mean, some food and just listen to some great music. I'll be taking requests tomorrow. You know, making them there for you. I'm gonna be playing a lot of great music. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, what's up, Charlie? You know, so Shania. So whatever I'm telling you tomorrow, man. If anybody locally, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be at tomorrow from 3 to 7 outside in the heat. It's summertime though. I love it. You know what I mean? So we just gonna play some great music tomorrow, and we can have a great time. All right? It's BD Radio's World Cup Show every morning from 6 to 10. I'm Mike Butler in the building. You know what I mean? And we just gonna kick back right now, play a couple of these joints. I got some new joints for y'all today too. I'm gonna switch y'all into it. Just keep loud. Don't go nowhere. You know what I mean? And we just have, what's up, Hamilton? We'll be back in the field. Just keep it loud. You know what I'm saying? Blue Radio. I just love the Thursday morning. Hope y'all feeling amazing today. And what do y'all got going on, man? You know, kids are getting ready to go back to school. It's time to do school shopping again. If you haven't already done, I know there was a lot of they had National Night Out Tuesday in City Park. So there's a lot of. Let me tell y'all people something, right? Don't be afraid, man, to go ahead and get these things, man, to help you out. That's what people do, man. Because you got organizations that get funding, you know, to help people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And don't y'all get coming up in September. The wind down is gonna be it's September the 12th, 4 to 10 at the Lake Chance Winery in Vienna, Maryland. It's put on by the Zeta Phi Beta sorority. I'm gonna say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful ladies, they're always doing stuff for the community that you don't know about. But I had it in here last week. Miss Chester came in, so we can salute Miss Chester every day. Hey, the Zeta Phi Beta organization, you know, they're doing it every year this is the 15th year. You know what I mean? And I've been doing it for the last 4. I'm honored, you know, to be in a space where, boom, only God can get you. Anyhow, so we're back to this. Keep it locked to War with the Coffee Show. I'm in the building. We beat it, baby. It's Thursday. But don't y'all forget, next week, the DJ Expo in Atlantic City.